We're going to take a look at production counts and how to track them. So there's different ways to read production counts. One is we might have equipment in the field and say we have a PLC, and the PLC has inputs to a sensor, maybe a photo eye sensor over here, and product passes between here, and we count our production. And then ignition is over here, ignition's over here, and we're communicating with that PLC back and forth. We're asking for, let's say that count was in address in 100, 0. So we get that count value over here and we use that in production. Another way to do it is that we might have a screen and a client screen, which is ignition, and you have an entry. So the operator, this method is manual. So they enter in a count value, and then that is used for the OEE production count. Okay. Another possibility is that we have a barcode reader out here. So it's doing its thing, scanning, and when a case goes in front of it with the barcode, it reads that barcode, and every time it reads a new barcode, it sends it to ignition, and then we count how many barcodes that we read. So that's a possibility. Another possibility is maybe we pull the information out of some other system, some other database. So we read a count value out of a database. So we have a variety of ways to get counts here during a production run. But then in some production facilities, they actually, you cannot track your production counts while you're running. So in that case, we do support updating production counts after production run. So after the production run, the run is complete. I'll just say run complete. We do have the ability to update production data. I'll say production counts instead of data. And the waste count as well. We do either one of these. So in some situations, you maybe have a sensor out there and you're counting and you're bringing those values in, but then they are up, tracking exactly how many cases went into the warehouse. Every time they take a forklift load in, they count so many cases, and after they're done, then they want to update what the automatic count was with what actually went in the warehouse. And so that's totally supported in Ignition. And as we go through these training videos, we will cover these different topics of how to do these different things. But this gives you a concept of where production counts can originate from and how to get them into ignition.